Hi guys. So if you're just wondering, oh my god, what's he gonna tell us now? Is there a bit of drama within the community that he's suddenly wrapped up it? No, I am the reactors version of nothing happens like that to me. Uh, um, okay, this will be mega quick because I'm in the process of doing something about it. Okay. So I had this all kicked off Wednesday, and I'm only half done. Okay. By the way, I am your official tenor holder. I hate getting rid of memories. And like, I thought 8 terabyte was like, I'm not technical at all. Okay, I buy these things and I plug them in and most part they work fine and I forget about them and then I'm saving things here, there, and everywhere in different folders. And something. Sorry, I keep doing that. So bad. I so I was in the middle of Wednesday's reaction actually. The one that you never got. Um, and Baba, your I don't even know what it's called. Seagate, I think. Hard drive is almost at capacity. And I'm thinking, okay, yeah, it'll be enough to get it because all my video files and the crash. Oh, see, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Whatever it is, the rendering files thing, so it's all like it all goes to nothing. I have nothing on my Mac like hard drive, you know, because it very quickly fills up, so that's the reason why I've got an 8 terabyte. And then I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be enough for me to finish this reaction, and then I'll think about it. And I didn't even get 10 minutes into the. But actually, I've still no, I've closed it down. But yeah, it was like 7 to 10 minutes. You'll see, it's so like passive aggressive. Your Seagate, whatever is suddenly. So we've got rid of the almost. It is, and I tried to press cancel, and it wouldn't let me continue with um, Final Cut Pro. And I'm thinking, okay, right, it can't be that bad, So I check in with the things, Seagate, Uncle Seagate, who's always been so good to me in the past. Oh my god. It was at there was no there was no slim. It was like a solid grey. That's why I'm streaming to you guys now because I can't edit any videos. So I go into the hard drive thinking it can't be that bad actually, because I've had this probably a good solid, I don't know, 5 6 years. Um, you know how much of my life is on there, and I'm going through. This is I'm such an idiot. I had to Google, what takes up the most space on a hard drive because I don't know. I'm not technical like that, you know? I have these fancy machines that can do, graphics and video edit, but apart from that, I don't use the Mac for anything else. So, don't give me technology, please. So, oh my god, it was like a crime scene. Stuff that I'd forgotten because I just grouped all the files together and chucked them in a folder somewhere. It's got my radio recordings from when I was a radio presenter. See, I don't want to let go of them, because they were such a crucial part. Because that was the gateway to me training up to be a singer, and then drama school and la di la di da. You know, I've got so many um, photos and videos. Do you know what? I think out of all the video content that I've got, it's gonna be the green screen, both the old green screen in our old Victorian house. Okay, if you remember that far back, that's when Telereact really started in the pandemic. Um, and photos of my cabaret. And when I'm like saying about the photos, you're probably thinking, oh, about 100 or like, no, because I don't know I don't know about you, but I snap everything, because it fleshes out my day. I know that probably sounds like, oh, what a silly goose you are. But I've always really liked because we can be here today and gone tomorrow. So that's why I'm always like snapping and videoing and like So no wonder Seagate has had a nervous breakdown at this point. Do you know what? This is abuse. Um, I'm not. Mm, I'm not playing anymore. So yeah. Um, and because I nearly had like a heart attack on the spot when I googled like because I need a big hard drive. You know, how much a similar sized hard drive would be. That's Jordan. Um, Sorry, I'm so rude, aren't I? I just can't do two things. Oh no. Why is it? Is it just an iPhone thing or a thing on phones in general? You're in the middle of typing, using the normal keyboard, and then it suddenly decides, oh, do you want some numbers? And it switches to numbers? Or is it because I've got fat, like, fingers, thick fingers? I don't know. Um, I'll do that in a minute. Right. So, yeah, and a lot is. I just think it's a control thing on my part. y- You know, um, I don't. I don't like the idea of deleting anything. Um, there were some really precious. Right, here is where I'm at with this at the moment, and then I will go through your comments, you lovely gothlings. Because and you know what a deep thinker I am, so you know, but bear with. I just think like that day is in a time capsule somewhere. We will never see that day again, that time again on that day. But I've caught a bit of it. Okay, do I make sense or am I just like, okay, we lost you when you opened your mouth? And I mean, these photos, videos aren't probably ever going to be certainly seen on YouTube, the YouTube channel, but I just feel the moment it's almost like the moment you give away something, you're clearing your house, and the moment you give away something to the charity shop, um, you know, a few months, but and oh my god, tonight's the night when I could have really like it goes with everything I'm wearing. Well, that's where I'm at. So, yeah, yeah, I'm so I had 2 options. Either, you know, show the people your cash and buy a similar sized hard drive. Okay, that's not happening. I'm so like I'm like Scrooge with my money. You know, I don't like oh, even if I can afford it, you know what I mean? Or bite the bullet and actually you're a big goth boy now. I'm trying to get into the mindset, okay, if I've not gone into that folder for 6 months, am I really likely to? It doesn't help. It really does not help. I'm just a holder of but, going through I really had to be strict with myself, you know? It's like, okay, the likelihood of you ever using it or showing it to anyone, pretty I mean, some of the photos that I had taken in my cabaret days, people think that, like, I cabaret nat and then the YouTube thing really happened for me. It didn't. Well, it kinda did, but you know, people were asking like, Why did you leave cabaret?" The pandemic happened, and all the places that I used to perform at sunk basically, you know, without a trace, and that's the real casualty, isn't it? You know, and I've been like, do I really want to get into? But then I think of all the places that I've not performed, like Brighton. I've only done Brighton a couple of times, and that was years and years and years ago. You know, when I was first cutting my teeth. So, you know, never say never. I just want a snapshot of, oh my god, yeah, I was at Royal Vauxhall Tavern. You know, that was the that was on my bucket list forever, because Paul O'Grady performed there. He really carved out Lily Savage, and to think I may have been in the same dressing room as him and stage. And so, yeah. Um, but yeah, so because I can't afford, silly money for another hard drive, because I don't want a whole desk full of like hard, hard drives. I mean, we've got to nip this in the bud now, the hoarding side of me. I don't know where I got it from because my mother was not a hoarder. Well, not if you discount carrier bag. Do you know what? When she died, I'd never seen so many carrier bags in one house. I mean, swear to God, really? I can't really talk though, can I? Because I've been holding like squirrel with these nuts. You know, so yeah, this weekend you're likely to get the first reaction um on Monday now. Because of this, I've got to clear the hard drive, and I've really got to be strict and like, will I need this? You, you know, I mean, looking back, I I hardly ever revisit photos on my Mac. You know what I mean? Except for important photos like my mother, me and my brother, me and my sister, you know, um, or me and Suzanne, that those crucial. The other ones, I'll just throw in the trash. It's not. It's gathering dust. So I've really got to be. Because I'm such an idiot. I just thought the hard drive, because it was so big. I just thought it would go on and on and on, be very forgiving, very like, yeah, yeah, we know you're a busy goth boy in that, you take your time. But, there comes a time I never thought it would run out. Never. So, I will be back in just one moment. I need to get myself a drink, and then I will answer your comments, and we'll have a bit of a chinwag. So give me a sec. Oh, yes, some neat gin. No, I'm not really much of a drinker. We only drink really at Christmas. You know, it's funny because my next door neighbor, because she makes slow gin, uh, um, and she said, I don't know if you were joking, uh, um, about not drinking. I said, no, no, I'm totally boring. Um, but I do make an exception at Christmas. We've got to, haven't you? No, it's pouring hot water, I'm afraid. Uh, am I weird in really loving water? I mean, it's part of a singer's diet, really. But yeah, I can always tell if I need more water. My cold's kind of water, water. All right. Don't make a show of yourself. Okay, right. Let's. Oh wow. We've got. Sorry. Um. Right. Greetings, darling. I've got the weekend head on. Greetings, darling. Sorry. Hi. Oh, that sounded so camp. Hi. Shut up. You are camp. How was your Thanksgiving? We don't really do Thanksgiving here in Great Britain. I wish we had something similar because I am thankful, and I think many of us are, and it doesn't help to be reminded of being thankful, you know. Um, Sometimes we can get so involved, involved, uh, um, especially if you're on social media. You know, that doesn't happen to me because I'm perfect. No, but I've been aware if I went down that particular route, this is more likely to happen. You know, I think being, I wouldn't, I don't know whether I'd call myself an influencer. I'm just this cray makeup loving goth that likes to share music. Um, but we have a responsibility, and any creator that doesn't see that, I think, is that's a worry, isn't it? You know, especially if you've got like a large following. I mean, nothing compared to my channel. I'm talking about the mega, like 500,000 channels up. It's so I just like to be checking in with myself, you know. Um, okay. Uh, oh, no chance. No chance, I'm afraid. Um, is that Spanish? I'm so bad at language. You would have thought because I studied opera that I would like, yeah, but basic opera, the basic arias. um, looks like Spanish. Jordan, if you're watching, is it Spanish? Help, help her, help a goth out. I can't understand that. I'm afraid. Um, ever considered doing live reactions, Nat? Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Um, the only thing I don't know about the copyright. That's the thing. Whether it works the same as a normal video, because obviously a video has to process and then you get the checks. I don't know, but I would love that opportunity with you guys doing the old live reaction. um I wouldn't mind bringing in Rachel on the odd live reaction, so student and vocal coach kind of thing. I think that could work because you would get my perspective of a singer and student, and you would certainly get her knowledge, which I think would be a good reaction. Uh, um, Janet, oh, sorry, did I forget to? G, Gia, Gia, stupid dyslexia. Gianni? No, Gian, Gia. That's it. That's it. That's all the dyslexia is going to allow. Janet D, love your content, and you are even gorgeous without your you wonder. Oh, shucks. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I I have naked eyes underneath these glasses. Yeah, unless it's a planned video or I need to do a a Patreon or buy me a coffee type video uh, for a paid subscriber. I don't really get into makeup of a weekend. Um, I like to give my skin a day off. I mean, literally, I don't know if I ever told you guys. I certainly posted about it on Instagram, but I've been in makeup for 25 years. Over 25 years, I've been like baby bat into like goth and then elder goth. You know, I feel like I should be in some monastery somewhere, a retired goth. But yeah, so I don't think I would ever fully commit to giving up makeup. You know, I thought about it because I'm like in my early 40s, and I thought what I don't want is because you're on YouTube like every day. What I don't want is like too old for the gothic thing, you know. Um, but all the time it's within me. I mean, goth's never gonna go anywhere. I'm like macabre. I'm weird. I love it. That's never gonna go. Um, but I like to give you this as well as the painted. So yeah. Thank you. I completely understand the charity. Yeah, yeah. Um, I mean, I gave I can't remember what it was, but you know, I was clearing out my wardrobe and I felt I'm never gonna need this. You know, I hardly wear it. And then a a charity gig, I think, where I was less dressed up than you know, certainly the golf thing. And I thought, oh my god, I'm wearing killer slim. tight jeans that are cutting my circulation off as I'm thinking this. And it would have blended so well, it would have bleeded so well. But yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? My mum hoarded carrier bags too. LOL. Yeah, I think that's a mum thing. Um, I can never remember. I can't remember my nan, my dear old grandma ever. She was funny though, because you can line your bin, your small bin in your sitting room lounge. Excuse me. She always lined it with, and it always had to be this bag. I don't think it ever left the bin. If it filled up, she'd just like take it out into the trash in the like garden. A blue plastic bag. It's like I don't know. I don't know. The only way to face hoarding is to bite the bullet and get rid of what you feel is not important. Yeah, yeah. And I'm wasting so much time. Yeah, I've had to really think like that just to like open up the hard drive and what I because I'm so juvenile in some ways because I was thinking, right, just shut your eyes, click, drag, delete, and that way, see that's such a that makes about as much sense as a child going into a packed room with his hands over his eyes and thinking he can't be seen. It doesn't make any sense. Um, I don't understand anything about tech, but wouldn't it be possible to get extra storage at an internet site of uh, okay, I've butchered that, haven't I? Possible to get extra storage at an internet site of some sort. I have, like, in my desperation, like, oh, help me, Google, you know. But I think this is it's hard for me because I'm thinking, "Oh my god, all my photos, all my videos gone, gone." But what did help? So I spent a whole hour and a half like delete, 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 and Seagate has given me like a bit of free space. So I think that's the way to go. I'm just I'm just a hoarder. And I don't know whether it's a bad thing or I've not thought that far ahead, I don't think. But oh, it certainly needed to be done because I've not deleted a single tenor reacts published, you know? So once it's saved and like, so that's God, 3, 4 years worth of content just there. And then we've got the um Grim Seekers stuff I do on the other channel. So no. See, if I was more a almost monk or nun, because they lead their lives very like basic, don't they? They you can't imagine a holding nun. What would a nun hold? Bibles and like. I don't know. That's a whole different, like, coldest sack of thoughts there. Um, like a cloud. So, yeah, I have looked into iCloud, but I I just think you know by doing this, it's going to instill in me, like, once you've produced something, upload it to the ether, boom, you, you know, um, and I've just got to get used to not keeping so much. That's the thing here, you, you know. Um, I'm the same with like paperwork. I mean, I've still got um my bank statements from Midland Bank. Before HSBC, it was Midland, and I've still got my old debit card, the Switch card. Now that's been discontinued for at least, crikey, 10 plus years, 15 maybe. I just don't know. The thing is, right, if it was up to me, I would not throw anything out. And instead of a normal, not burial, because I'm not being buried, but a normal, like, send off, it would all have to come in like a mausoleum with me. God. Oh, God. That is probably my worst fault. Hoarding stuff that you never think about but it's sitting there on a hard drive. It doesn't make sense, does it? You know, um, um Hi, Eco Warrior Princess. See, I can say like words and things. It's like, good to see you. Did you ever receive my email, Nat? I think so. Hang on, I think. No. But I do remember um seeing your name. It's printed off. It's upstairs in the filing cabinet. Another storage. Oh Lord. No, but if it's in regards to your request is copyright permitting, coming up very shortly. So don't you worry about that. Um right. Um oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one who likes water. Jacob hates it. He absolutely hates water. He doesn't like the taste. Um, so there you go. Um, Hi Nat, I just stopped when I saw you were live to say thank you. It's Thanksgiving week here in the US. Um, I don't know what to say. It's a pleasure. You know, I've had some really not nice emails, that I would never share publicly. because they're so like intimate. Um, and people just saying like, just found your channel, and I've been binging, you know, um, and you know, for the first time in a long time, I found myself laughing. It's not me giving myself like biggies here. Genuinely, you don't know who's on the other end of that screen. And that's what I mean when I say about um, content creators having a real responsibility. Okay. Um, I've always thought that, even before the channel like started getting into triple figures, and I view that responsibility very seriously. You know, um, fundamentally, I am an entertainer. You know, um, sorry. Right, don't know if I can bring him on now. Um, no, I think I'm gonna have to uh invite right. Uh, can I do it? I'm talking to Jordan, by the way. Right. Let me see. All right, and I just send it, do I? Ugh. See what I mean when I say like, right, WhatsApp? No, yep, we're good. Um, yeah. I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, yeah. So the responsibility thing, um, and you know, you've really got to. It's all right, people wanting fame and notoriety, and their videos being viewed, and so all important stuff. You know, but some of your audience may be impressionable, and you've got to understand that, you know, and so I've always really um stepped up to, right, this might be one of those channels, but you don't know about how your words are affecting someone. Sometimes positive, sometimes not, and I've always really been aware of that, you know. Um, so and I love, receiving personal emails. By the way, the PO box is, well, it has happened. All I've got to do is copy and paste the address. For those of you who want to like old school write to me, I love that. Let me tell you, I absolutely love the old like postcards and letters, and because it's something physical, you know. Not that I don't enjoy getting your emails, but you know what I mean. So, yes, I don't hear well, and when you react to music, I feel like I'm hearing what I miss on my own. Yeah, a few of you have said that. Um, and it started as a young kid for me, I think. So whenever I would watch something or was privileged to really good music, certainly from the 60s, because my parents were really like into the 50s uh, um, and 60s kind of thing. Um, so, but I would always find myself almost, I had and this was long before the autistic thing came along. It was me separating in my head the different instruments and me spotting tiniest thing that I found no one else was like hashtag, oh my God, that's a moment. And I thought, is it just me? And then of course when the reaction thing came, I want to say, I know it was a thing before, the pandemic, but the pandemic, the beautiful thing about the pandemic was we were all in the same boat, you know, so we couldn't do anything other than like isolate. There were more live streams during the pandemic than ever, connecting. And I thought, what a great opportunity for me to share music and the little bits that probably no one else is talking about and why they're important to me, either on a personal level or from a vocalist's point of view, you know? And I really found um an audience, surprisingly enough. I never knew that I'd still be um sorry, I never knew that I would still be doing this now, because I thought once the pandemic thing had like dropped off, um well, not dropped off, but it was less serious than it is, or was. I would like go back to normal life. That's not the case, you know. Um, I've actually not returned back to normal life. You know, isn't that weird? It's the one leap that I'm not sure I want to make. You know, I've not done theatre since, not done cabaret since. You know, um, I used to pump out a lot of music before the pandemic. That's kind of stopped. So yeah. Right. G and oh no. Gian P. Oh, I feel like the Wicked Witch of the West. Melting. Gian. Gian Pie. Oh, Gian Pie. Piers? Pyres, pyres, ear. I should be able to dissect that because it's basic formation in vowel. You know, G. I did it last time on the uh, few live stream back. See if I can like link it up with another namesake, I'm fine. Um, right, we're waiting for Jordan. Um, so it should be along very soon. W- uh, do you put up your Christmas tree? What day are you going to put it up? Um, I think I will certainly next month be looking. I mean, I've got two Christmas trees I want to put up. You know, the one down here, which is big and beautiful, and then in the green screen studio, we have a black one coming. Oh my god! And I'm thinking about um I'm thinking about decapitating a angel, so a headless angel. Um I I've got some beautiful that they're in the other room. Beautiful skull baubles. You know, oh, they're beautiful. They remind me of something I saw on a video when they went to Mexico. That this YouTuber went to Mexico and oh, lovely. There's only two though, which is a bit of a you know, but most certainly not paying more than a tenner on the YouTube Studio Black one. You know, I think as I want it to look as bad as possible, so people like think he really isn't trying, is he? You know, look at the tree. um, those jeans sound like a just. Yeah, and the thing is, I can still like they look amazing on. That's the thing. They look like, oh my god, I'm a teenager again. Look at me. And but they're fine like that. Okay. But they're just not practical to walk in. You know those jeans where they hug to every part of your legs, and but they look amazing in pictures, but they really show off my legs. You know, not that I've got wonderful, but you know I've got. You, and then when I try to walk in them, they're like, "Well, this bit isn't bad. Okay, these aren't bad. Let me get rid of that so you can see these bits ain't bad. But as you get down lower to the leg, to the foot, it's like that they wrap around you know the ankle, and why can't I walk? It's weird. I think that they feel very khaki. What's that brand that is really half of it is based on military and the other half is I don't know. They're not military because they're black, you know. Um, but yeah, it is. Um, uh, Thanks for dropping by, Eco Warrior Princess. Appreciate it. Oh, oh, I've been off live stream for like, I should really, because I have to pay for this live stream server. I should really start to like make the most of it, you know, because I'm paying for something, but that's why I had to drop out the gym because I just wasn't going, you know, because it's oh, the motivation wasn't there. I've enjoyed this so much, but yeah, I've got to run. Thanks, Janet, though. Look, if you've got to run, you've got to run. Okay. This was just a random thing. You know, I put myself together. So and it always is left up for those wanting to. I mean, oh, we're getting on for an hour. Seriously. So we're just still waiting for Jordan. Apparently, he's prettying himself up. Didn't say anything. But so he will be along momentarily. It's rather a posh word, isn't it? Forgive me for adding a suggestion here, Nat, but if you have a love for the vampire side of things, listen to the Bloodletting song by Concrete Blonde. Oh, what a fantastic name! Concrete Blonde. I love it. It's a nice. Um, dark rock bluesy number. Yeah, can you just email tenorreacts at gmail.com? And I will certainly, because you know what I'm like, you know, memory, no memory. Let's move on. Okay, so back from the Valley of Death. We welcome you.
You? I don't remember being a female sheep. And how are ye? And this, are you
I've not
enjoying?
seen you forever.
It's been a while, isn't it? It's
I
been a
can't even
while,
remember the last
Crocodile.
time you were actually on like. Oh God, look at you! You're so organised.
Organised.
Oh, boxes, bags. Oh,
Talking of old bags, how are you?
f you.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. Just faced with a hard drive that demands immediate reshuffling.
Reshuffle. Oh, I've seen
Yeah,
some of your
I've
things recently. You've not been very happy with your software, have you?
no. I just want it to work on my terms, not its terms. Let me just go through some of the comments. Every channel creator should be as. Oh, can you read that? Because
Every channel creator should be as conscientious as you. Thanks.
oh, shucks.
Yeah, you've missed me then.
Um, thank you. I forgot your what's the name? It's this
Phil Bray.
dyslexia. It's not what?
Just say
What's
Phil
that?
Bray.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I just think if you're putting yourself out there,
Hmm.
you should. That should be basic training. You know, because I was talking about having a real responsibility as content creators on social media.
Right.
And I stand by that. You know, because it's too easy, really, to be swept up with the fame and notoriety, and like that's good. That's you know, if that's a part of your bucket list, but for me, that's never been part of my bucket list. I mean, obviously, it's I love my videos and content getting watched, but you know, there's a real responsibility there of, you know, being careful.
Hmm.
You know, um, right, Stephen, Nat, would I be able to email you some well-known Christmas songs for you to react to? Yes, of course, Stephen. They can be classic and some little moderns. Go for it. Go for it. I was actually thinking, like, do I want to do a whole week this year, or do
Are you
you
doing a
know?
whole week of Christmas songs?
Well, that was the question I wanted to ask myself. You know, do I want a whole week, or do I want like every other day in that week? You know, they've started playing Christmas songs at work.
Well, I can imagine now, because obviously you're working where you were. You've got to put up with that.
Yeah.
You see, I don't have to put up with that now.
Well, the thing is, it's royalty free.
Mm.
You know, once Christmas and New Year has passed, you can then go back to reacting to the novelty songs I requested about a month ago or two. Yep, I've already got that email printed out. Thank you, Stephen. I must be fair. The well, what is it? The well.
I must fare thee well for now, Nat. Stay a beautiful darkling as always. That's beautiful.
Oh, why can't I take compliments? Answer me that. I just I find myself getting all like bashful and like probably because I don't know what to say. My family and myself have two Christmas trees. A white, oh wow, a white tree and a green artificial tree. Yeah, we've got well, you guys probably saw it. Yeah, we've got the big. I think it's like 6 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. So, and that's the main one. We went absolutely mad like last year. I'm letting you know what kind of yeah, thank you, Jessica. And on to you.
Mwah.
Hello, Swamper 60. I really wasn't committed to still being here doing the live stream now. No, I
Really?
felt. Look at the title, Quickie. I don't understand. It's clear I don't understand the like
But you have been
meaning of
busy though, because I have been following your videos on YouTube, your cemetery ones.
oh, the Grim Seekers.
Mm.
Yeah, that kind of, because I was always aware that because of the kind of content that we're doing over there, that YouTube wouldn't necessarily promote it the same way as on this channel, you know, because they're very like hit and miss with death positivity um content because of the subject matter. Um yeah, thank you. And you know, I'm more proud of the Seekers content out of the two. I mean, I love both, but yeah,
You've certainly got your audience with the Grim Seekers.
yeah, that's strange the
And
way it
Jacob's
kind of
become a bit of a celebrity on that.
yes, which
Is he
I'm pleased.
is he
I'm
happy about his celebrity status?
well on the way to these um you know, cemeteries, churchyards, whatever. And I'm saying to him in the car, I said, right, are you going to be in the intro on this one? Are you going to, I'll film it. No. So I think he's all right as long as I'm there, because sometimes because I've been doing YouTube for so long,
An
it's
old
that
pro.
I've got that instinct where I immediately take the camera and like the presenter in me kicks in and but I'm really proud that he's getting a sense of confidence on that. Because
Is it cold where you are in Folkestone?
it is
Mm.
really yesterday and today. Oh, so bitter.
I thought you loved this cold weather. This was your
Well,
favourite time of year.
yeah, I do, but because we're so aware of the heating
Bills.
bills, we're like, we have got the heat on, by the way, but it's like turned down to Scrooge temperature.
I've got mine on a timer at the moment. It comes on and off. So 1 minute I'm baking hot, and then the next minute it's a little bit nippy.
That's what we used to call Bailey.
Mr. Nip Nip. Oh, something came up on my not time hop and my memories about Bailey when you were singing Les Mis to him. Monsieur le dog. And he was just sitting there with his teeth out. Pause that.
The confrontational song.
Yeah, that was 3 years ago.
Oh, well, that's it's weird, isn't it? You know, if it weren't for those Facebook memories, I wouldn't remember half of, you know, my former, well, not former life, but you know what I mean.
Why would you say you're forgetting a lot of things?
Oh, it's not a new thing. It's like I've always had the worst memory. So, what's new with you?
Oh, well, as you know, before I changed careers, I'm now in sales and advertising.
And that, how are you finding that compared to
Well,
what you
it was
used to do?
weird because I initially thought I'd be a little bit, I don't know, I thought I'd be a bit crap at it because I'm not good at blagging if I don't believe in something. But I've only been doing it now like a month, and I seem to be doing quite well. Well, from the original group that I'm in, there was 9 of us, only 4 of us are left, and I'm doing the best out of the 4 of them.
Is it like a see, the thing, I don't know how much you wanna reveal, so I'll be very candid.
Reveal?
Yeah. Don't you find the stuff you're doing now compared to the stuff you were doing before? Did you
What's
did
the
you get
wink?
that?
You make it sound like I was on doing something dodgy. What do I do late at night? It's nobody's business.
Tenor reacts the X-rated.
Mm.
No, I mean, it's no great secret that you used to be
In retail.
yeah, for a very well-known supermarket.
Whose name shall not remain.
Yeah. Are you anxious about, because work and I've worked for a very well-known super, I can tell you it was Tesco. Every little helps. I hated our Christmas adverts when I was still working for them. When that they did that elf thing for Christmas, and you had the elves, and I
Wasn't
thought,
that Asda?
oh, was it?
Do you remember
Did we have
Julie Walters was the elf in Asda?
well, what did we have? But I never liked it.
You briefly worked for Asda as well.
Yeah, I did, but not long enough to God, I just looked like a lime green lemon. No. Lemon? What color
Lime.
are lemons?
Lemons are yellow.
Lime.
Yeah, you look like
All
a
right,
lime.
let's move on. But aren't you anxious that, I mean, is it the same security as incomes go, or is it more, because that would really scare me?
I think in any job you do now, you're not irreplaceable. I think even if you do a job for years, you can be got rid of. I just
Yeah,
got to the
yeah.
point where I just wanted to change. There comes that
Yeah,
point.
change.
Yes, Cheryl. Yeah, I just had enough. And to be
Yeah.
honest with you, I shan't say on air, but there were personal reasons why I decided to leave for
Oh, we'll
family
chat
issues.
about it.
Yeah,
I'll put you
family
on
issues.
the rack and extract the truth from you.
Yes. But yeah, I just decided I wanted to
Oh, I
change.
think you told me. I think you told me on WhatsApp, didn't you?
But yeah, there's weird I mean, to be honest, it feels weird now at the moment because obviously I've gone from having to work a weekend to having weekends off now, which is weird because I haven't worked a Saturday now in ages. So I've had a
No.
Saturday and a Sunday off. And it's weird not having to deal with all that Christmas music because obviously now you're more don't have to wear a uniform, you can wear your own clothes.
See that, but when I left, I got parole, and I got released from when I left Tesco, and I really loved it,
Hmm.
but it was my mobility that meant that I just couldn't do the job. And you were aware because I was still working when we were together. And I could not get used to doing any other job because of the uniform.
Hmm.
I
You
really
liked the
like,
uniform, did you?
yeah, I did, because and before anyone says, "Oh my god, that's so kinky," that um,
I
no,
don't think they'll think that.
it might sound sad and like, but for me, wearing the uniform meant that I don't know, but it's got something to do with being autistic. You know,
Is it a bit of, I suppose, what's the word I want to use? Is it like a comfort because you feel part of a family, a team, because you've got a uniform?
yeah, and it's protection as well.
Hmm.
So people can be as nasty as they like to me.
Hmm.
Not that what's it that I
No.
don't, but it's retail and the customer is always right, even when they're dead wrong. Um, you can go home, you can take that off.
Yeah.
And so there's a real distinction between Tesco Nat and Nat at home Nat,
Yeah.
opera, training to be a singer Nat, vegging out with Will and Grace while eating a double chocolate chip like from Ben and Jerry's, you
Oh, have you
know?
started back on the ice cream then, have you?
No, I'm just using that as an
Right.
example, and I really miss my retail
Mm.
because that's why I'm so glad that I'm back in retail, because I didn't realize how much I missed it because
Mm.
I am a people's person. If there's,
So the job you work in, do you get meet and chat to a lot of people?
yeah, yeah. And you know what I'm like. I've got the gift of the gab.
You rabbit.
Well, not rabbit, but I'm prepared if someone needs to talk
Mm.
or wants to talk, even, to spend that time with them,
Mm.
and it's out of all the niche pockets in retail,
Mm.
I think I most certainly was made for customer service,
Yeah.
y you know, and,
I've
you
got
know,
visions of you if you were about 60 working behind a customer service desk and somebody being rude to you and you looking over your glasses and going, if you're going to be rude, love, I can refuse to serve you.
I never forget Carol saying that,
Yeah.
um,
It was the glasses, though. She
because
pulled them down.
I can just picture her. Does she still work there?
No, don't you know? Carol
No.
died.
Oh, no.
She
Now
died.
I've got that image in my head, like,
I'm sure
if
I
you're
told you
rude
that.
enough.
Carol died
Oh,
similar time to my dad died. In between my dad and Bailey, she died in like a Jan. She's been dead, gone about a year.
oh God.
Yeah, unfortunately, the poor woman had brain cancer.
Oh,
Mm.
I mean, no cancers, right,
Mm.
but, oh, I love old Carol.
Well, I don't think that
May you
Sainsbury's has been
rest
ever
in what?
lost too many staff. That place now, it probably hasn't got the same aura.
No, no. So, um, you're sporting a red, uh,
I'm getting into
red,
the Christmas spirit. I've had this jacket years.
yeah, I remember you having that
I've been
jacket
told it's my
when we
thriller
lived in
jacket.
Rochester. Sorry?
I've been told it's my thriller jacket.
Oh God, yeah, Michael Jackson, had, a
Beat
red.
it, beat it, beat it, beat it.
So, are you looking forward to what would you have you got any plans for Christmas? What's happening for you?
Oh, Christmas is an interesting one because where I'm working now, we're shut over Christmas and New Year. Something else I find weird that I will not be enduring people's BS over the festive period, New Year. So that'll be interesting. I'm supposed to be spending it with family, but
Right.
there's a potential I might have to go across to Spain, if not between New Year, or I might have to go in the New Year.
Right. Okay.
So I've got stuff to be. You know, I'm not a massive fan of Christmas, but having a 4-year-old niece is you don't get the option not to enjoy it.
No. No, it's
We've got blackmail for her this year. You know, the baubles, there's the snow you shake.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my sister's told my niece that Santa Claus is watching her through that, so if she's naughty, she won't get any presents. She's terrified of this bauble now.
Oh my god.
And she's already complaining because she wants a helicopter for Christmas. So how she's going to think Santa's going to fit that, we don't know.
What, from the Kent Air Ambulance, the Surrey Air Ambulance, or does she
Who
want
knows?
all parts of?
She's at
Why
the
a
age where she's repeating everything, so you've got to watch her.
How old is she now?
Oh, she'll be 5 in February.
Oh god.
Yeah, she's a little. She creeps round me. I call her TLC. Do you remember TLC?
Oh
Yeah. Yeah, she does that to me if she wants attention. She comes up some cuddles and things like that. I said, I know you want something. Don't pretend it's love. It's cuddle love. A little diva. She's currently, her thing at the moment is Matilda, the musical. And she sung When I Grow Up to my mum the other day on Skype. My mum was in tears because she's getting into musical theatre. And she loves naughty. She goes around and sings that the whole time.
How fitting.
Yeah. She's also slowly getting into Wicked as well. She calls it the Witches, but it's obviously Wicked. She loves Defying Gravity. So, and unfortunately, Annie I've had to endure recently.
Oh my god. Tomorrow, I love you.
Yes, but as you well know, you've got nephews and nieces, so you know you've got to endure some of these things.
Yeah, I mean, I do remember, you know, them going through stages of, you know, I'm into this and I will always be into this. Well, as you know, with kids, it's fleeting, isn't it? Sometimes they will be into like you know, I was very macabre as a child.
Oh, I can believe that.
That never left me. You know, what one of my mum's friends said, "You want to watch him because that's how serial killers are made." Because I was so dark as a child, you know. Apparently, that was the recipe for me. You know, going down a very dark road of self-discovery.
Let's just say if you were a character out of the Animals of Farthing Wood, Ada would be up your street.
Yes, I love how bitchy she is.
I was watching that the other day. It reminded me of you. Why don't you go and hoot from the treetops?
So you're not really looking forward to Christmas then? That's
Do
not
I
on
ever?
your. Well, no, you don't. But the thing with you is, when it gets here, you actually.
When it's here, yes, I will enjoy it. Probably on Christmas Eve, once everything's sorted and I've sorted out presents and everything. Although my niece won't be actually here. I think I'm supposed to be going out on Christmas Eve this year because my niece is at her dad's for Christmas Eve and Christmas morning because he insisted having her. So,
Okay.
but my sister's quite happy about that because it means she doesn't have to get up early on Christmas Day. So he can do daddy duties. He can have all the fun, and we can all have a lie-in on Christmas Day.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm working on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll get you in the spirit.
I love it.
Is it just
you
you
know.
and your beau on Christmas Day? You got any neighbours coming round?
No, I've got the dogs outside, so I don't want company.
What dogs are those?
No, I was just being
Oh,
cute. No, it'll just be me. I'll see my nephews, of course.
yes.
And it's a very expensive time of year.
You love
Um,
it.
well, I've always said that once my favorite day is Christmas Eve.
Oh, is it? You prefer that
Yeah,
to Christmas Day?
yeah. And because once Christmas Day's over, who gets excited about Boxing Day? Honestly, you,
Sales people. So they can go sale
oh
shopping.
yeah, the sale. Boxing Day's sale starts the 27th. No, 26th. That's why I don't do voiceover work.
Well, I won't be going out on Boxing Day. I can assure you that. I hate Boxing Day. I've done it before. I would never do it again.
When was that
Boxing
then?
Day to me should be a day you stay at home. You shouldn't be out shopping.
No. Well, they've been predicting really minus temperatures next
Mhm.
week, haven't they? You
Yeah,
know,
we're going to get it really cold. I think Thursday it's going to be very cold.
yeah.
Mm.
So,
When I'm working as well.
so is your place? So, what I feel like we're on like through the keyhole, you know. So, is this a entertain? Oh, marvelous, marvelous! You got it right. So it's a physical. There is a presence, a physical presence. Uh, um,
An office.
yeah,
Yeah, my office is in Spinningfields in the centre of Manchester.
your office. You
Well,
have an office.
no, the office I
Oh,
work at is in Spinningfields.
ah. No, I
Anyone who
thought.
knows where Manchester is, Spinningfields is considered one of the sort of nicer parts.
Let me
Oh,
have
here he
a
goes. My office isn't too far from the Manchester Ivy or Sexy Fish.
spinning field. Right. Let's see what. Oh my lord! Oh, it's all glass.
Yeah.
Never seen so much glass. Does remind me of a certain part of London. You know what I mean?
Manchester doesn't only reminds me of London at night. During the day, it's nothing like London. I don't think there's a different vibe, but it's only at night. I'll tell you one place I went to which did remind me of London was Leeds. Leeds was very similar.
Okay. I've I've never been, so
But you've been to Manchester?
have I?
No. Where was it you went? Oh, it was Birmingham you
Oh,
went. Yeah,
yeah,
Birmingham you went.
Bristol.
Haven't you been to Liverpool?
Ages and
Wasn't
ages
that with
ago
the
when I was
Robinson
a
family?
child. Stop it. Stop it. You're trying to make yourself laugh.
How was Jim?
Hillary. Come away, Lucy. Do you remember Helen
Lucy, stand back.
Daniels? Come away, Lucy. Right, I've tickled myself beyond
Beyond
feathers.
belief.
So, anything music you want to talk about while you're here?
The fact that they don't seem to be able to write new decent Christmas songs, the fact that every year the Christmas charts start off with the same ones climbing again, Mariah Carey, Wham, Brenda Lee, Shakin' Stevens. I'd like to see a new Christmas song become a hit.
Yeah, so would I actually.
I don't know who they're predicting for Christmas #1, but you can guarantee it'll be an old song. Or
Well,
Lad Baby.
Lad's Baby
Hmm.
have said they're not releasing anything.
Are you and Jacob going to release one this year?
No. Well, I'm releasing something. The Muppets from the Muppets Christmas Carol, because it
Oh,
gives me
that
a
one.
chance to do my impressions. So I'm littering the song with.
Should we do a campaign for Cancel Christmas to be a hit?
No.
Why?
Stop it. Stop it now.
Stop it, Preston.
Daddy didn't invent you for this. Yeah, I know what you mean. I can't remember the last original.
There have been some. I think Ed Sheeran wrote one.
Oh yeah, he did it with Elton, didn't he?
There have been some, but I just would like to see the charts with lots of new Christmas songs, not all these old ones coming back every time. Because if I hear Mariah Carey one more time, I think I'll smash the TV.
What, like the 70s?
Well, yet they bring back. If you think everyone back used to release new Christmas songs and things like that, but now they recycle these old ones because of streaming and things like that, and they get brought out every year.
Yeah, yeah, right. I mean, we've got Elton's Step Into Christmas.
Oh.
Sorry, Elton, sir. Elton, if you're watching and listening, I'm sure Jordan didn't mean that
I'll listen to
disgusting
Chris de
quite
Burgh.
that.
I do like that Christmas song.
Oh, Spaceman. Is
Traveller.
it?
Yeah, I like that because it's a haunting feel to it.
Yeah, yeah, it has actually. What's that instrumental one? No, it didn't come that at all. No, this one. Oh.
Oh, you mean Stop the Cavalry?
Yeah. Do you like that or?
Not particularly.
Okay, let's
I'll
try and
tell you what I
find
don't
a.
mind. I don't mind what's his name? Johnny Nash, When a Child is Born. Not particularly that I'm spiritual, but I just like the way he sings it.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got a nice. To be honest with you, I didn't particularly. When I was growing up, I quite liked Brenda Lee because obviously of Home Alone as a child.
Yeah.
He's infectiously catchy, and I do have a bit of a soft spot for the Pogues because I like the fact that they do a different sort of interpretation of Christmas. It's not happy.
And that lyrical content doesn't upset you as a gay man.
No, because at the end of the day, it doesn't upset me because it's not based on that. It's based on a drunken argument between two people who are off their face and saying things to hurt each other. It's not meant as a dig. Or do you not agree?
I don't like the word.
No, the word's offensive. Absolutely, it's offensive.
I do agree with like the image of Christmas as everything is nice. There's a smell of whatever in the air. It's and some people it's not that.
No,
it's never been that. So I really like the reality twist up where you're giving the snow globe a real shake and you're seeing it from the other side. almost. I do like that.
Well, this then goes
Quickie,
back to my point, what I just said about writing new Christmas songs. If people are offended by it, and that's why they shouldn't keep re-releasing these songs, write modern new Christmas songs and don't bring these old ones back, because back in the time, that was how things would have been said.
yeah, yeah. You know, there's some real
Or
truth
as
there.
Cookie says on the message comments, go back to the 70s, Slade, Christmas, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge part of the Christmas. You know, um, I can remember Mr. Christmas.
By
Um,
whom?
I'm trying to think of them, and I can't. I'm trying to think of the actual melody. It featured kids in the chorus, I think.
I'm not
Um,
talking about Wizard. I wish it could be Christmas every
no,
day.
no, no, no. All right, I'll just bring up Mr.
I thought one of your favourites was Cliff Richard, Mistletoe and Wine.
Yeah,
And
well,
that just said it all, that response.
Mr.
Shawaddy Waddy, Stephen Young said, that lonely this Christmas.
Shawaddy Waddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Christmas. I love that.
And who sung it?
Shawaddy Waddy.
Oh, they sung it, did they?
Yeah.
No. Before my time, but I sort of remember it.
I like it because it's got real elements of that 50s rock and roll in it, in the melodic makeup, if you like.
I'll tell you
So,
another, it's not a Christmas song, but I associate it with the end of the year because I grew up with it, was ABBA, Happy New Year.
oh, I've been listening to a lot of ABBA lately, a lot. You know, have you listened to the album Voyager?
Yes.
What do you reckon?
I think it's an amazing comeback for them.
Yeah.
And have you noticed the Beatles obviously had a #1 recently?
Yes. Now and then.
Mm.
Did you listen to that?
Yeah, I mean, I give it a massive amount of respect, the fact that they could have a #1, especially as two of them are not alive now.
Mm, yeah. I mean, I love. I was listening to, and I didn't even know I was listening to Voyager. I was in the bath and I was listening to ABBA, and I felt I was listening to all their old stuff. And I thought, is this a really, really early one that I've just not heard? Or and then, well, when I like came out and dried off, and I backtracked. Oh my god, it's from Voyager. Little Things. Oh, that Christmas song. I like it because it doesn't form to, you know, a Christmas song must have sleigh bells. A Christmas song must, you know, it. You are relying on the lyrical content. Oh, it's so sweet and warm, and like I love it, and I can't wait to react to that one. So
Tommy agrees with you, with ABBA.
yeah, I mean, I could really do a whole stream just about ABBA. You know,
Well, I think your stream for ABBA would be a 24-hour stream where you could talk about.
Yeah, yeah. I love ABBA. Well, it's not just loving.
I thought you were going to go, oh, they're beautiful.
I just. I don't know anyone that does not like ABBA.
I do, but that person's a numpty. So. That was like a Miss McGee move, and that was like a "What's your name, sweetheart?" That's like,
yeah, yeah. It's like I had a friend, straight, may I add,
yeah,
you know, just to distinguish us two, and it will make sense. What I'm just about to say, that the only reason he didn't fully get into ABBA was because I'm not gay.
yeah.
So why would I?
But that's
I
a
said,
ridiculous thing to say.
I mean, it's sure that the gay community absolutely adore ABBA.
So did my
But
dad, and my
we
dad wasn't gay.
adore, yeah, exactly. We adore a great many of a group, you know. So
Mm.
I mean, my nan likes ABBA.
Mm.
You know, she 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 was a heterosexual woman. So
Please don't say that because it will remind me of something.
so
And you know what that will remind me of.
yes.
Mm.
You can keep a civil tongue in your head.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind an influx of new Christmas songs.
Mm. I'd like
Um,
the modern sort of artists and group to actually write their own ones.
like ABBA. You know, ABBA released Little Things. Um, because while the old favorites are great,
Yes.
you know, I think because you're gonna always have that conversation, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
So Wham, Last Christmas. Not that there's anything wrong with Wham and Last Christmas, but I can't remember the last original. I know you probably answered that a few
I know
few minutes
Leona
ago.
Lewis did One More Sleep, which is a Christmas song, but that's old now. That's a good 10 years old now.
Mm. It's a shame, you know,
Well,
because
maybe the current wave of artists will do.
yeah.
But then maybe Christmas is different now. Maybe that's why they don't write Christmas songs.
And do you know what? I can't. I like the idea of Christmas being taken off life support, shaken up a bit, a different angle. That's very rude. What you're doing
No,
there.
it's
You are.
one of my bosses pecking my head, asking me what I'm working next week, so I'm just ignoring it. They know what I'm working. Shoo!
Uh, um, I just like those songs that take another angle.
Hmm.
So why do I see a grin
I just was
developing?
remembering something your aunt said, and it just tickled me. I'll tell you later. Your beloved
Yeah.
Aunt Pam.
Um, but yeah, I like those songs that I like anything that takes another view, another angle.
Because Christmas
Um,
is not a happy time. I mean, I've today been out in the
not for
centre
a
of
lot of people.
I've been out in the centre of Manchester, and you would know this as well when we've gone to London. I've seen probably a good 50% of homeless people on the streets. And it's very cold, so it's not a good time of year for everyone.
And I feel so. useless
Mm.
because I haven't got money. You know, everything that comes into this household has to be accounted for.
Yeah.
You know, and I just feel for them. You know,
You probably see them in Folkestone as well, but I know you don't go out in the town centre much.
well, you only see them when I'm walking back from work. You know, and it's a pitiful sight. You know, so yeah, that angle. I mean, of course, yeah, the upbeat, the jolly, if you will, version that they're always going to be played. They're always going to be fan favorites. Okay, right.
Mummy's right, actually. Today everything's so superficial, society fast paced. How to get in the mood to write a nice Christmas song these days? That's spot on.
Yeah, yeah, it's I mean it's good lyrical content as well, isn't it? You know, and a good hook. You know, which that's 50% of a good banging tune.
Exactly.
You know, if you can get all the ingredients in that mixing bowl with a good hook, a singable chorus. I think, you know, I'm no songwriter, you know, but you know, all the songs that are Christmas favorites for me, you know, I just think, you know, because it stays in your head, earworm, you know, there's a reason why certain songs do stay up there in your head.
Yes. The hook
Um,
has to be important.
you know, hasn't Lady Gaga released a Christmas song?
She has, but even that's old. That was back on the Fame album, and that was back sort of 2009, 2010.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so she's done it, but that was old.
Releasing it's so because it's not a normal release, is it?
Yeah.
You know, I I can understand why certain artists would not want to be a part of that. But I would really like to see some.
Newbies.
Well, not only that, but I would really like to see, dare I say, the not ugly side of Christmas, the reality, the real kind of raw. It doesn't need to be depressing, although those songs written in minor key, major, minor, but they're like having a game of tennis. They make the most beautiful, in my opinion, you know, because you think, oh, how clever was that? I never would have thought that would work,
Yeah.
you know, as a cool progression or a lyrical flow into, you know, the bridge, but it does. And it's what with modulation and, you know, it's, I really think there's a special place for those type of songs, and especially where we are now. You know, I said something really depressing to Jacob the other day. I would not be born today if you paid me.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to be a teenager now.
I wouldn't even want to be a child, quite frankly.
No,
You know,
it's a tough world, isn't
um,
it?
yeah. Um, well, we're almost at time, ladies and gentlemen. Time, ladies.
Nat's got to have his coffee break soon.
Yeah, well, it's been a wonderful to see you on the stream. I've not been doing it as regular as I usually do.
Hmm.
But I did I was messing around in the studio upstairs, and I was like harmonizing to Tragedy, Bee Gees,
Oh yeah.
and I put I can't remember what the lyric was, but I ended up putting like I sang it higher than I think it was Barry, wasn't it? Barry
Yeah.
on that song.
Harry was the highest.
Oh, oh, oh. I was gonna like really ham that up. Oh,
Do a Jenny.
yeah. So good to see you again, Jordan.
And you too. I'll be back soon on here. I've no doubt there'll be somebody big we'll want to talk about.
Well, yeah, right. There's not really the only thing I can think of at the top of my head was the tragic passing of Japan X, and I think he was their drummer.
Yes, I saw that on the news. Wasn't given a lot of coverage, but I know what you mean.
No, no. But yeah, which I was going to do a Japan X reaction when all this trouble started with Seagate. Please delete, you know uh but yeah, I had quite a depressing year actually, for deaths from music. uh, um so I hope it's
Hopefully we
not.
don't have any more, but unfortunately all the artists we
Well,
grew up with unfortunately are getting older.
yeah, and that's the real thing. um it's one of those, sadly, isn't it? Okay, will we see you next week?
I will keep in touch and let you know. But as I said, I will send
Means
you a message, and I should be keeping an eye on your other YouTube channel, see what you're up to.
yes, Grim Seekers, guys. If you're not aware, me and hubby do that's Jacob.
As long as you and hubby
Do
don't fall in the graves.
we are very respectful. There you go. It's just called The Grim Seeker. So if you fancy supporting us over there, please do, because it's all original content. And we love what we do over there. So if you'd like to support us over there, that would be fine and dandy. Oh, that is
Just
so
to walk
sweet.
Beanie.
Nightle got to walk my dog Beanie. What a fantastic name.
Like
Beanie.
on your head.
I beg your pardon.
Got a beanie on you.
Yeah. So have you got any plans that we should be aware of? I mean, obviously it will be between me and you and 14.
Nothing upcoming at the moment, but I can always fill you in another time. I've
Right.
nothing concrete, but you just never know what's around the corner. Take each day as it comes, live to enjoy it.
So nothing to plug, no new album, no new gig.
Maybe in the new year I might be working on something. A greatest hits.
Greatest hits of all time.
Yes, and I've got a hidden duet with a friend of mine from Lewisham on there. Yes, we did an excellent cover. So
Wasn't Lewisham in the news recently? Or
probably.
am I thinking about something I saw on? Do you know what I want for the Grim Seekers?
What's that?
I love the idea of abandoned properties.
Oh, yes.
There's a huge real thing on YouTube for explorers.
Oh, is that?
So yeah. It's because I'm nosy, nothing more, nothing less. It's like
Nosy. You keep out of this, you nosy old cow.
okay,
Pauline,
okay, Jordan. See you soon.
bye.
Bye. Okay, and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. I'm trying to get back on YouTube Monday. All depends how much like files I need to like get rid of. Thank you so much for joining me on the live stream, and I will see you again real soon. Bang, bang, bosh.